What is going down, genitals? My name is Wade, and I like to rage. Now, today's video is going to be mildly pretentious. This is something that's going to be going up on the TheSnDElite, primarily, and my personal channel, because I feel like I want everybody that I have the ability to show it to see it. Now, this gameplay, you're going to see 21-1, search and destroy 5 rounds, blah, 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 blah. It might come off as if it's an impressive gameplay, but I reassure you right now, I'm telling you, this gameplay is in no way, shape, or form indicative of my skill or the quality of play this particular game. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's about the lack thereof with the enemy team. Now, anybody who's followed me for a long period of time, which the majority of you probably haven't, but in the past, I used to run with a few certain older, quote-unquote beasts and legends in the whole YouTube thing with guys like Thunder and guys like GFX Lab, people in which I no longer really converse with or affiliate myself with solely because I don't talk to them and I don't even know what they're really doing now. But the point is, I used to play with these guys and we had a long-standing relationship and or rivalry with, at the time, what was a young upstart group known as FaZe Clan. Now, people in this little clique that I used to play in, we knew plenty of snipers, we knew plenty of people from Optic, we knew Hex, he'd jump in games with us time to time, so on and so forth, and it was perfectly fine. It wasn't a big deal. Sniping, situational sniping was sort of where sniping used to be in this whole YouTube game. You'd be running around and playing mid to, sort of long range, as if you were using an assault rifle, however, you were using a sniper rifle, like the Intervention or the Barrett 50 cal in Modern Warfare 2. For instance, if you ever watched one of Hutch's old videos when he was sniping, that was just the general concept. It was situational, and it was not so much like the uber-skilled players would do it, but it took more skill at that time because sniping wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do. Now, by no means is it the hardest thing to do, but in the same time, it's not the easiest thing in the game to do. So we had this old school mentality about the ideal, and it sounds kind of stupid, to be completely honest. I know how pretentious and dumb and ignorant it sounds to act as if we're holier than thou or that we know better, but for the people who are following my page or the TheSnDElite, you know that we pride ourselves on being better than the average player. Better than these trick shotters, better than these people who watch nothing but fun-tages, yada yada yada, who sit in corners with riot shields and whatnot, jump off the map. We pride ourselves on being good at the game, which is strange because it's something that's for some reason been vilified over the last year and a half or 2 years to be good at a game. I mean, the reason we play these games is to have fun, and a lot of people don't seem to understand the idea behind why we play the game the way we play it is we are competitive people in nature. We are more competitive than the average individual, and we want to go in, we want to talk shit, we want to slap the shit out of some kids and watch them back out when we get back to the lobby and just get our wins. That's how we play, that's how we find enjoyment in these games. Since Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 is where it really blew up, these trick shotters have been ruining search and destroy, and it's getting even worse now with the funtage crowd growing, and I have no problem with the people who make these videos, but the fanboys who consistently employ these tactics are fucking annoying, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I go 21-1 in this game, and the one death was because at the first round I was stupid enough to challenge these kids while I'm playing on my friend Ryan's Australian host, and I live in California. So obviously I was at a bit of a detriment here, so that makes the gameplay even more embarrassing, in my opinion. Now, trick-shotting, for some reason, people have this stigma about it, as if it's some sort of skill-based, some skill-oriented, and just all-around better play style. Meanwhile, these kids rage quit more often than anybody because they can't win rounds, and these kids literally pride themselves off of something no more complex than simple probabilities. For instance, if sitting in your spawn and going for a YY ladder stall pee in the butt nipple shot off some weird bank is some sort of impressive way to get a kill, then I am an impressive and very, very talented and skilled basketball player because I can stand at the half-court line and go granny style and eventually make a basket if I shoot 200, 300 times. It's all probability, and in no way, shape, or form does it exhibit any skill. Now, I don't know how the fuck they do some of these weird button mashing things. That's cool. They'd probably be really good at Mortal Kombat or Injustice or any of these badass fighting games, Street Fighter 4, Tag Team Tournament for Tekken, stuff like that. But what they're doing in Call of Duty, not only does it impede on people like myself trying to have a good time, you guys know, if you go back to Modern Warfare 2, kids are just sitting here one-man army danger close noob tubing. And what they're going to do is they're going to wait till there's one person left, and they're going to have some kid with one-man army danger close, what are they, flash grenades, or stuns, just stun you while they miss 8 or 9 shots, and then when they finally hit something after, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 games of just failing and looking stupid for 7 rounds, and wasting an hour of their life to hit one shot, they're going to post it in some sort of ill-cams episode. The bottom line is, this impedes on the game. I have no problem with somebody who plays the game how they want to. If you want to use bizarre, fucked up classes, do whatever you want to do. But when you start playing the game and you start being a detriment to other people, and you prevent them from having fun on the game, then you're a fucking asshole. And it's not trolling. It's you being a tripe, immature little fucking retard. And the problem here is I take this way more seriously than I should. And I see how stupid that is. But the bottom line is, I absolutely have zero respect for most of these people, and I've played with snipers. I've played with a bunch of guys from Darth, for instance. There's one guy in FaZe that I know who's good. He's a feed kid, and he even admitted that he was in FaZe for the publicity. So, bottom line is, if the only good sniper there is there for publicity, I think y'all suck. Stay shiny.
Solid execution. Good job.